Hey, good morning and welcome to USENIX LISA 2017. Oh my goodness, here we are. I'm in case you're confused at the names up there, I am Connie-Lynne Villani and this is Caskey Dickson.
Hello. All right, we actually have a lot of people to thank because this is a massive conference that is the result of a lot of hard work, of which the two of us are just the tiniest representatives of many, many, many people. We have several amazing people that actually helped us put together this conference. We specifically needed to mention Patrick and Alice, who are the people who helped craft our invited talks panels. Where are you guys? Patrick, Alice, stand up. All right, there he is. Okay. I was afraid he wasn't here. All right. And Mike and Courtney, who crafted the tutorials. Where are you guys?
Mike. Where is Mike? Yes. Can you see Mike? Yay!
Hey, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the little the roving robot that you see, that's Mike. If you see the robot, do not kick it over. Instead, thank it for our amazing tutorials. But actually, if you pick him up and carry him out to the street, that would be really, really funny. Oh wow, he actually goes up and down too. Yeah. That's amazing. All right. And then, of course, our LISA Lab coordinators, Branson, Brett, and then, of course, the tutorial staff, our steering committee. This is a work of a lot of people that make this happen. We, as co-chairs, are just a tiny bit of what makes all of this happen. Instead, it's these people that really do the hard work that makes this conference as awesome as it is. So thank you, all of you, and thank them because they're what makes it work.
Speaking of LISA Lab, I'm going to read a prepared statement, but let me just say LISA Lab is awesome but different this year. If you've been to LISA before, you know that the LISA build team gathers attendees to build a Wi-Fi system to supplement the hotels. This year, the Wi-Fi is completely hotel run. So what is the build team doing? Taking over LISA Lab. LISA Lab is open to everyone who is registered for the conference with hands-on learning about IPv6, Ansible, Docker, Kali Linux, pen testing and defense, Telegraph, Grafana, and HA Proxy. Join them in Regency A on the street level, which is right around the corner. Look for the Pew Pew network monitoring system. It looks kind of like Missile Command. And let me just say on a personal note, LISA Lab is amazing. The build team is amazing. And if you are someone who wants to get involved in the conference but is maybe a little bit shy or for whatever reason thinks that your tech chops are not up to speed, that's probably a lie that you're telling yourself, first of all. But secondly, like LISA Lab is definitely the place to go to bring that up to speed or to bring your confidence up to speed. Again, we could not have done this conference without the help of the USENIX staff, the board, the steering committee. I can't talk to me afterward about exactly how much help those people put in because it's remarkable. And on to the money.
Yeah, obviously this conference does cost a lot of money to put on, and our sponsors are what keep the admission costs down. Some of us are fortunate enough to have our employers pay for our attendance, but many of us actually self-fund attendance. And so thank you very much to Bloomberg, Cambridge Computing, Google, Red Hat, Baidu, Craigslist, Microsoft, Squarespace. These are the companies that actually put up a bunch of money to make it possible for all of us to get together and talk to each other and be in a space that is worthwhile. We also have Aristore, Facebook, OpenGear, Cover My Meds, Fastly, Strigo, and then
Everybody else.
well, I can't say everybody else, no. We have ACMQ, we have Admin, we have Blackson Technology, Distributed Manager Task Force, Electronic Frontier Foundation, the FreeBSD Foundation, Linux Pro Magazine, Linux Professional Institute, LAPSA, No Starch Press, O'Reilly Media, and SNIA. All of them have put up money to make it possible for us to be here, and we appreciate that, and we need to acknowledge their contribution.
I love that I make the clappy gesture and everybody just follows along. Also, thanks so much to our open access sponsor. Because of what open access is that's the video. I said videotaping again like an old person.
There's no tape.
Is the video recording of many of the USENIX talks, and that's you can take them back home. You can have lunch and learns. You can share the greatness that is USENIX LISA with your coworkers. Our diversity grant sponsors, who are responsible for getting a lot of people from underrepresented communities here, and for helping them out because they may not have had as many options as people who look like me and Caskey. Our student grant sponsors, because I don't know if you know this, sometimes students don't have a lot of money. I know, it's a shocker. If you would like to have back chat and gossip about how terrible Caskey and I are at giving presentations or whatever, you can join the Slack sign-up link is there. Please tweet about all of the awesome talks and tutorials and presentations that you're attending by tagging us on Twitter. Oh, and then this is me. So our theme, hang on, notes. Prepared. The theme, when Caskey and I first got together last December after the last LISA to talk about what we wanted for USENIX LISA this year, continuous improvement was our theme. And so our overall theme that we looked at this year is scaling the future, making it real, making it possible. I can't tell you how amazing the talks and tutorials lineup, the speaker lineup this year, it knocks me out of the water. And the thing that is so amazing about this is that basically us, the organizing committee, other people on the program review committee, went out and shook down our networks for all the people who we knew were great but had never spoken before, or maybe felt like, again, nobody wanted to hear what they had to say. And this is the LISA submission process is a blind review process, and we ended up with 300 or so submissions, and of those submissions, they were all completely amazing, and we were able to choose from the creme de la creme because of that work that we did, working our networks, we have managed to put together one of the most diverse speaker panels that you've ever seen, speaker slates that you've ever seen at LISA, and it just goes to show you that when you go out, when you reach out to diverse populations, when you encourage their participation, you get something way bigger than what you would ever have expected to see before.
Now, when it comes to the concept of scaling the future, we didn't just focus on technical solutions, because we all know that there's technology. But what we really wanted to focus on is that notion of underrepresented people in our industry. Because I was very struck by a comment made by the president of my company, where he said that if the people who are in your organization are not representative of the customers or the users of your product, then you will not be able to build products that speak to their needs. And so we went beyond the generic, like, we have problems in our industry. Everyone here knows that our industry is not representative of the general populace. So we decided to go beyond that and try and look for people who are willing to speak to solutions. We're not just going to complain about, there's people, there are not enough women, there are not enough people of color, there are not enough minorities in our industry. We're looking like, how do we actually solve these problems? And so you'll see in our culture tracks and in the other talks, how do we actually address those issues in order to scale our industry to meet the needs of people, meet the needs of our customers. And so we're looking to find solutions to include people of like that, to retain them and to advance them to positions of power, because that's important in our industry. We need to actually be able to do that because, like I said, if we do not have an industry representative of our customers, we will not be able to represent our customers. We will not be able to produce solutions that are relevant to our customers.
So, some reminders. Speakers, please report to your session chairs in advance. There birds of a feather sessions exist. You can still host your own BOF. If you want to host your own BOF, like you can just go with a Sharpie and fill in on the BOF board. It's fine. What is a birds of a feather session? It's just a bunch of people getting together to talk about stuff. So again, if you're new to LISA, please attend a birds of a feather session. You'll probably meet people who you have something in common with. Also, speakers, please email your phone is really having a party. Please email a PDF of your slides to slides@usenix.org when you're done with your presentation.
If you are one of our grant recipients, we do have the sponsors that are very generous that provide us money to bring people to that. We do have a photo session, Grand Ballroom Foyer. I believe that's the one right outside here. 3:30 p.m. Thursday. That's not today. That's tomorrow, right? So key. But yeah, please come and show up for the photo because that photo actually helps our sponsors justify their spend, and we get more money next year. Right? So, and then of course we have our expo, all of the amazing vendors that are showing up. This is in the Pacific Concourse, which is in the basement. It's downstairs, and even more impressive, there's the raffle drawing. So if you visit all of the vendors, you can sign up and be in the raffle. Wait, I wasn't done. And then, of course, we have refreshments and all sorts of wonderful things at the expo. But yes, definitely visit the vendor booths. That's part of what makes this conference possible is them being here, giving us money so that we can talk and, be exciting with each other. So money's important.
Socializing is also important. Please come to the expo happy hour. It's tonight. Please come to the conference reception. It's tomorrow in the atrium, which is the upstairs. I know this hotel is, we have the downstairs and the upstairs. It's in the upstairs. Oh, right. Yes. This is a reminder. USENIX LISA has a code of conduct. Codes of conduct are not here to make your life terrible and prevent you from doing things. They're here to make everybody comfortable. And so think of the code of conduct as something that's empowering and enabling. And what it does is give you guidelines, if you are socially awkward, on how to be awesome to your fellow conference attendees. Read it. Follow it. Be awesome to each other. Also, please no rockstar parties breaking things in the hotel room. Don't mess up our reputation and relationship with the hotel. Also, if you feel someone has violated the code of conduct, take a look at the program guide. You can talk to any USENIX staff. You can talk to me. You can talk to Caskey. And also, if you are uncomfortable speaking in person about it, there is contact information on how to reach out about violations electronically in the program guide.
Surveys. I know everyone hates getting surveys, but this is literally the fodder that we dig through when we decide how to craft the next program. Please, 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 please fill out your surveys. All right? At the end of the conference, you'll get a nagging email. I think about a week after that, you get another nagging email. And I think after another 2 weeks, you might get a third. Oh, just two. Okay. You only got two. But still, fill them out. We need that information because this is how we craft the program. What you see today is the result of people who filled out the survey a year ago, right? We need to know that. Please fill out your surveys.
If for some reason you cannot or do not want to walk up and down between the levels, to the left of this door, to the right of registration, is an elevator that will get you in between the levels. If you need other accessible help, please see people. Yeah? The atrium level, sorry, Rick points out that doesn't get you to the atrium level, but the regular elevators get you to the atrium level. Yes? Yes, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, there's an elevator in between the restrooms, which will get you to the Pacific level and to the Seacliff level. Sorry. There are upcoming USENIX events. This is not the only thing USENIX does. One of the great things about being a program co-chair is that I got to get in free to all the other stuff. And let me tell you, all the other stuff is truly awesome. So please come to our upcoming events.
All right. Big news. LISA17. It's going to happen, right? You guys all showed up this year, so we're going to have it again next year, right? All right. And specifically, Ricky Ensley and Brendan Gregg. Brendan, stand up. I see you there. Is Ricky here? Hey. So next year, it's going to be all Brendan's fault. All right. And Nikki's fault. Or Ricky's fault. But yes, next year we are in Nashville in October. So we are once again going to be over Halloween weekend. Yes. Yes. So those of you with families and so on, I know this is a problem, but hey, Nashville, right? Music. All right.
So, thank you so much. And now I can't tell you how excited I am about our opening plenary session. We talked about how we worked our personal networks. We talked about how we did that to bring you amazing content from speakers who you wouldn't normally see. And Jamisha is a personal friend of mine, and I'm so excited to see them here. So please welcome Jamisha and Lee Honeywell, who stepped in at the last minute and who is going to do a great job. And we're talking about security and automation. Yay! Kermit hands.